Can you make out the snowplow mounts I've got on these trucks? I could attach them both to a snowplow right now. And this video is all about what makes that possible. Hey, the light's green. Means go. Let's roll. It's RT Spacer with you. So when I did a video a while back titled Hot Wheels Off to Do Snowplowing with Spreader, I was certain there were other trucks like it that you could attach a plow and spreader to, maybe even the amber on top. But when I did a search result, I came up with nothing really except for big dump trucks that have the plow on them, or exclusive GreenLight collectibles that came with the plow. I'm not sure if those can raise or lower, or attach and detach like mine. The plows that I've got are functional. It's not like a Boss Power V or something, but they do raise and lower, and I can attach it and detach it. I've got two plows like that. I hope Mattel or GreenLight or Maisto will see this video and get some ideas on how to create something like this for pickups, because I would buy multiples of that right away. If I saw vehicles like these in the toy aisle that I could attach and detach a plow and spreader to, I would think to myself, what do you want for it? $8? $15? Deal. So just to clarify, I created these plowing setups myself, and I'm sure other YouTubers that customize and build on 1/64 scale diecast could do this too, because it wasn't that hard for me. Alright, so I'm hardly convinced that anybody is willing to go the lengths I went to make this happen, but in case you are, the first step for me was to find some pickups that were tall enough, but not too high. Obviously, this one's not going to work so well with a front end that low. They need to be more like these two if you don't want the plow scraping all over the place. Now, the second step for me was to find a vehicle that has a plow and see if I can pry it off of there. Now, the front end of this was all plastic, and you can kind of tell that this is where the plow originally was. I was able to strip that entire plastic piece off of there and then cut just the part that has the blade on it, and then I glued the rest of it back on there. So I picked up two of these years ago. If you have this in your possession, or you see it at a toy store for like $5 to $6, this is what I use to get my plows off of. I don't know that any other snowplow truck will work for this. So once you're past that point, the next step is to make the light tower as well as the snowplow mounts. Now all I needed to do that was pieces of hard plastic that I cut up, and I simply glued them together. Now as for the markers, all I needed for that was pieces of wire from twisty ties. So let's say the snowplow is on and I want to take it off. At that point, I would take a pair of scissors and cut right there between the snowplow mount and the light tower. I do that carefully so I can just reattach it again with glue. So here go all the materials I needed to make this happen. A truck that already has a plow that I can pry off. I understand that's a bit of a long shot, but if you can do it, then that's awesome. Some hard plastic to create the light tower and the snowplow mounts with. I used wire from a twisty tie in order to create the markers on the edges. And obviously you need scissors to cut this up, as well as a good strong glue that will give you a solid bond. Okay, so I've got this truck propped up in my clothes drawer, so that way the glue can set and the plow stays connected. Now this is the first time I'm doing it with this truck, so I'm interested to see how it turns out, and you and I will get to see the results together. Now that's Gorilla Glue, so I shouldn't have to wait so long for it to set, but at the same time, this can't fall over at any point because the connection could break, and then from there the glue could bond to something else. So there's some risk involved with this. For me, this is definitely a risk worth taking because I've done this before and I've enjoyed the results. Alright, it's time to get back to the scene. So I'm hopeful that in the future we'll start seeing trucks that can do this, made by Mattel or GreenLight or Maisto, whoever. Because we've seen crazier things, not just from them, but from other crafty YouTubers out there. So I know this is possible. But until then, this was actually pretty fun to create. And if you want to create this, doing what I did, or maybe doing it your own way, then go for it. So once winter comes around, I'll actually put the plows on, as well as the spreaders. But for now, I just have a video showing my main truck here, and what it looks like. So that's it for now. It's RT Spacer with you, and let's roll.